Hi, and welcome to this week's Thursday Thoughts. I'm Sarah Hammerger, and I'm glad you joined me. We all want to protect our children, but we need to be care that our actions don't overstep and become micromanagement. Micromanaging is a form of overprotecting our children. Our micromanager exercises excessive control, especially over the details. The easiest way to derail your parenting is to become a micromanager. This is when you hover over your children and don't give them space to fail or experience frustration. We need to be micromanagers to some extent when our kids are under 3, but most of us forget to stop that when they're able to do things for themselves. This is also called helicopter parenting. How to tell if you're a helicopter parent? Ask yourself these 3 questions. Do I explain myself too much to my kids? Today's parents have a hard time giving a short and sweet direction. They have to explain why because they want that buy-in from our kids. Do you immediately think terrible things will happen if you don't pay close attention to the nitty-gritty? Micromanagers also tend to be apocalyptic thinkers, using this as a way to defend their micromanagement. For example, a mom might see her kids struggling to tie her shoes and think, if I don't tie his shoes for him, they'll come untied, then he'll trip and fall and break his neck. Am I a helicopter parent? A micromanaging parent also can be overly vigilant in the behavior of your child, fearfully that if you don't continually manage his life, things will fall apart. There's been new studies, there's been research done that shows that helicopter parents, children are depressed. The study focused on college kids, but you know if parents are micromanaging for their college kids, they were micromanaging when they were younger. The study found that parents who micromanaged their college students' schedule, vacation, and laundry were doing more harm to these kids who tended to be more depressed and express dissatisfaction. So if you are micromanaging your child, you could be setting them up for depression later in life because they don't think they can do anything by themselves. So here are some things to ease back on the throttle. Take a giant step back from everything your child does. Before you rush to help or direct, count to 10 and ask yourself, is this something my child can figure out for herself if I give her time? Then give her the time to do it. Second, start incorporating these phrases more when talking to your children. I want you to, it's time to, you will. Finally, be prepared for the child to whine that he can't do it because you trained him by your micromanagement to think he can't. Just be firm, expect the whining, this too shall pass. Just think of how much time you'll gain when we stop micromanaging your children. I highly recommend you turn your focus back to your spouse because as a helicopter parent, you're probably not paying as much attention, and rekindle that relationship. Have some adult fun. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week.